Hey folks, I'm going to take a little slightly different approach to these videos now in terms of what topic I cover. So I do some research on LinkedIn based on job descriptions, and I came up with 15 different topics sorted by importance, basically how many times they showed up, right, in job descriptions. And I came up with 15 different topics that come up in the job description. So I felt like that we should be following these topics in terms of interview questions. Now, do you have to be expert in all of this? No, heck no. Nobody's expert in all of this. Not even the best SRE in the whole world is not, right? So the point is, in the interviews, the interviewer is looking for some depth in some of these, in a few of these, maybe one of these, but then he or she is looking for some width, right? Of course, he or she can't cover all 15 topics in one interview, but over the course of all the interviews, you might be asked questions about this. So it's good to not miss any of these in my videos and also in your preparation. So from now on, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cycle through these topics and have one question at a time about each topic, and then it will cycle back up to the main topics and whatnot. So that way, all the topics that are important are covered in my videos. Okay, if you like the content I create, please subscribe. That tells me that people are actually getting help from these, and that motivates me to make more videos for you. Okay, so in the past several videos, I've already covered the cloud stuff. Number 94, 95 was scripting, 96 was networking, 97 was Linux. So today, we're going to cover the first one in the list that we haven't covered, which is performance. Now, performance is a huge topic, right? But the thing that keeps coming up in my experience and also in job descriptions is Prometheus and Grafana. So today we're going to have questions about Grafana. That's number 98 today. So the question, how would you set up and configure Prometheus to monitor a Kubernetes cluster, right? And how would you make sure that that's scalable over time as you have more and more metrics coming into the Prometheus ecosystem that you just set up? So pause the video if you want to think about the answer, but I'm going to give you my answer now. So first of all, you want to use something called a Prometheus operator. So what is an operator? It's kind of like built-in available thing you can use to plug into your Kubernetes cluster, right? So you don't want to reinvent the wheel. So you want to use this Prometheus operator that's already available. So you can use that to deploy Prometheus in around your Kubernetes cluster. Because why? Because when you deploy that, you don't have to reinvent the wheel. It will automatically do service discovery for you. You'll find the target using Kubernetes API. Once you've done that, you have to configure Prometheus to scrape metrics from all the little components, the API server, the nodes, the deployments, the replica sets, what have you, whatever is running on your cluster. You're going to say, hey, go ahead and scrape metrics from these components, right? Now, that is the setup of Prometheus itself. Now, in terms of scaling, the main thing that happens with Prometheus over time is that you get full with data. That's the main problem. So there are actually approved, well-known open source projects to tackle that problem. Two of them are called Thanos and Cortex. Their whole purpose in life is to allow you to archive all data from Prometheus to these projects. That way, the old data is not mucking up and making your Prometheus server slow. So you would configure to send all data to either Thanos or Cortex to keep your Prometheus server light. You can also do something called sharding, where you have multiple Prometheus servers tackling different parts of the data system that's flowing through Prometheus, right? So you can do sharding to make sure that your Prometheus setup stays scalable over time. Okay, I hope this was useful to you, and I will see you in the next video on number 99, and that would be in the topic of security.